ancient voices sound sweetly and serene, and sense of homeland will rise inside your heart as sun that rises wisely every day, and all the shallow soars and falls apart and takes your miseries away. The steppe keeps tombstones and carved images of warriors, mysterious silence, the sound of horses which have rushed along, and the tender song of a mother singing over her baby's cradle. There are no roads, but the great Silk Road here. The appearance and development of Astana is due to its geographical position advantages. As the fates decree, it found itself on the important intersection of trade roads. During the years of independence, the city has changed its name twice. In 1992 it was renamed to Akmara, and on May 6, 1998, the city gained a new name, so Astana appeared on the world map. Every generation writes its own lines in the book of the city's history. Cities grow and change their appearance. Modern Astana is associated with new houses reaching for the sky, rich verdure, cool waters, happy faces of the people, creating a new city and new life. The capital cannot be referred to megalopolises. Its population is more than 500,000 people, but Astana is rapidly developing, and by the year 2010, the population is expected to make 1 million people. Our dream is to make Kazakhstan worthy of our children's pride. We are those who are to make this dream come true. The city has become a symbol of a brand new project of the upcoming 21st century, immense in its scale and terms. New people and new tendencies, all the best and vigorous, find its place in Astana. There are a lot of young faces, smiling and open. It seems that people are attracted by some special energy of space, creativity, romance, and implementation of bright ideas. On the initiative of Nursultan Nazarbayev, the President of Kazakhstan, there was announced an international contest for a draft idea of the capital construction. Plenty of famous architects took interest in the project, and Kisho Kurakawa, a worldwide known Japanese architect, became the winner. His suggestions became the base for the city's general layout. Its implementation is expected to have finished by the year 2030. Alongside with Kazakhstani and Japanese architects, specialists from Germany, England, Switzerland, and several Asian countries took part in town planning. This project brought to life the best tendencies of modern world's architecture. In the old part, you can see the buildings belonging to three epochs: Imperial, Soviet, and modern. The buildings which belonged to the first merchants are treated with special care. But people take special interest in the city that is being built on the left bank of the Shim River. Here Europe's beauty goes hand in hand with Oriental exquisiteness. Business centers, hotels, exhibition pavilions, and recreation areas create optimal conditions for productive work and rest. The life of Astana is closely connected with the Shim River. It serves some sort of green water axis. It does not only organize the city's development, but also symbolizes the life's current. The Shim has also become a rolling ground lately. A real embellishment of the left bank of the new capital and the whole Kazakhstan is Astana Bayterek Monument. Made of glass and concrete, and well found, it has two express elevators, cozy cafes with various European and national cuisine, and a panoramic hall in the Golden Dome. The monument is 97 meters high, and this figure is not accidental. It was in 1997 when the capital of Kazakhstan was moved to these boundless steppes where poplars grow. They are called Bayterek in the Kazakh language. Look, what a wonderful view of our boundless steppes. Everyone who comes here will just absorb the immensity of our land. Although Astana has recently become a political center of the country, more and more it attracts the attention of all political elite, important religious and public figures. They highly estimate the role of Kazakhstan and its capital in Asia. I appeal to the people of Kazakhstan. Representatives of more than 100 nationalities live in Astana, and they keep up their national traditions with care. Kazakhstani capital is a multi-confessional city. Airlines going through Astana connect Kazakhstan with big cities of the CIS, Germany, Austria, Turkey, the United Arab Emirates and other countries. Astana International Airport receives and serves transit aircrafts of all types. Astana is not just a political center of the country. Our capital is filled with light and music. If your heart has gone to sleep, wake it up with a song. Let all dreams of yours awake and the power to hold on. Bye-bye. Art is a mirror of life, says a Kazakh proverb. In the capital of Kazakhstan you can enjoy pieces of classic and folk art. In the National Opera and Ballet Theatre after Collage by Sintova, world-famous Traviata by Verdi and Madame Butterfly by Puccini are staged in the Italian language. Evgenia Onegin by Pushkin is performed in the Russian language. The theaters, museums and exhibition halls of Astana are always filled with people. People and visitors of our city are never indifferent to the exhibitions which often represent pieces of European, Asian and American art. Every theater season, several first nights are performed. The fans of classical art and ultra-modern trends will be satisfied. One can assert that there has begun a period of spirituality growth in Kazakhstan. In spite of Astana's young age, many festivals and competitions have become traditional. For instance, Shabit, the annual Creative Youth Festival, gathers musicians from all over the world. Astana is an administrative center primarily, however, it is also a city of youth, concentration of universities, academies and colleges. The largest university in Kazakhstan, Eurasian National University, is situated in Astana. A branch of Moscow State University is operating within it. The best sports grounds in the country have been built in our city. Some of them have no equal on the territory of the whole CIS. They are the place where sportsmen train for many Olympic kinds of sports and where the world champions come to perform. In spring of the year 2002, Kazakhstan was accepted as a member of UEFA, that is, the acknowledgement of development level of the kind of sport most loved by Kazakhstani people. Sport lovers all over the world learned about Kazakhstan watching the competitions held in Astana in 2002, the IBA Boxing World Cup, Kickboxing Open Asia Championship and International Judo Tournament, which gathered sportsmen from 19 countries. However, all facilities are created for lovers of the elite game golf. Being in Astana, you can get acquainted with the whole Kazakhstan. All the sites of our country are collected in the Atomican map of Kazakhstan Ethnical Memorial. Ancient towns, temples, mausoleums and modern constructions, the Caspian Sea and its port Aktau, mountains and reservations are showed here. The park is changing its appearance alongside with the country. New buildings appear, ancient monuments are discovered or taken back from the oblivion. All of them appear on the Atomican map of Kazakhstan at once. A unique collection of pieces of folk art and historical exhibits is represented in the Museum of Presidential Cultural Center. From the earliest times, on the territory of Kazakhstan, skilled craftsmen created petty pieces of plastic arts, of stone, bone, ceramics, and metal. Carving in wood, leather processing, and printing were also widespread. The weapons by local armorers were also considered to be masterpieces. Barovaya, situated in the north of Kazakhstan, is a real oasis of lakes, wood, and rocks. Kazakhstan is Switzerland. Barovaya is often called so, has spread itself amidst boundless steppes. Sheep pines are so high that if you look at the tops, your head will go round. Birch groves are transparent in spring, bright green in summer, and dressed in crimson and gold in autumn. Dense forests, streams and lakes, deep gullies, fluffy carpets of grass and flowers, an abundance of various mushrooms and berries. That is Barovaya. Our Switzerland is not big. Woody hills occupy the territory of 30 square kilometers. The highest peak is Kokshetau, a blue mountain, which is almost completely covered with forests and only sometimes shows its bare cliffs. To the south of Kokshetau there is a mountain of Burabai. It is also called the camel, for it strongly reminds of the animal. Farther to the south there are Shuchinsky hills, the highest of which is Zhekyabatyr, a lonely warrior. Common people call it a sleeping knight, as the range reminds of a man in a helmet lying on his back. The visiting card of Barovaya is the Blue Bay, where the cliff Zhumbaktas rises from its waters. Zhumbaktas means a puzzle, but people usually call it a sphinx. Barovaya in winter is also impossible to forget. Such beauty and marvel can hardly be found elsewhere. Damp air masses come from over the Blue Mountain range and shroud pine boughs and freeze, forming whimsical white attire. This wonderful place gives people an opportunity to have a rest in any season, but also to find oneself in fable. Korvalgyn National Park is one of the biggest ones in Kazakhstan. In 1979, UNESCO included Tengiz Korvalgyn lakes into the list of those especially important for waders and waterfowls preservation. The park is known as the place of northernmost nest of pink flamingos. Every year flamingos fly to Korvalgyn in the middle of April. For the first time they appeared here in 1952. Scientists and experts were lost in conjecture. Why did these heat-loving, delicate birds find themselves in the cold steppes of Saryarka? The answer was quite simple. After the erection of 3 years, the water level decreased. As a result, there appeared little islands and salt concentration became higher. Those created favorable conditions for airbirds nestling. Thus, human interference with natural processes turned out to be useful. There are several tens of lakes in Korvalgyn. Mainly, their waters are fresh, but in Tengiz, salt level is higher than in the ocean, so if lying back, you will not drown. There are many places in Kazakhstan where nature is under people's protection. However, the territory of our country is so vast and its fauna is so variegated that lovers of hunting can come here anytime. In the old times, Kazakh people considered hunting to be a kind of art. Hunting for birds and animals taught to be patient and restrain emotions, to master natural laws and animals' habits. Hunting with a golden eagle was very popular. This bird can fight hares, foxes, and even wolves and tigers. Nature never stops its development. Stagnation and calm are not adhering to the new capital of Kazakhstan as well. Astana is a step miracle. If it happens so that you do not see it for a month, this time is enough for it to change much. Our future is in our present. We are those who created. The labor and power of those who lived before us live in us and in our capital. A person with an open heart has an open face. An open city has pure soul and generous heart. Happy is that city which still has clean pages in the book of its history. People love Astana not for its size, but for its concentration on future. Its guiding star is the soul of our people, and there is as much kindness in the soul as many stars in the sky over the country, as much feather grass in the boundless steppes. Picturesque views, hearty people, and hospitality of our city make the general impression of Kazakhstan. The beauty of our land possesses a wonderful power to bring peace to our every guest's heart.